Welcome to Strange Loops, where you will find at the fringes of what we can know and think and do, a variety of possible worlds into which we are going.
Today, we're diving into the wild, weird, and sometimes unsettling world of AI. Specifically, we're talking about liminal spaces in AI, those ambiguous, in-between zones where artificial intelligence doesn't quite fit into neat categories. It's like AI is standing on a threshold, not fully one thing or another. And trust me, this gets deep, from the future of work to military AI, and even the uncanny valley. So buckle up, because this is going to be a ride. All right, let's kick things off with the idea of liminal spaces in AI. The word liminal comes from the Latin word for threshold, and it's all about those transitional zones. In AI, this shows up in a bunch of ways. First, there's ontological liminality. Basically, AI exists in this weird space between being a tool and being an agent. Like, is it just following code, or is it actually reasoning? Is it simulating intelligence, or is it something more? Then there's functional liminality, where AI is kind of good at some tasks, but also hilariously bad at others. It's like, wow, you can write a Shakespearean sonnet, but you can't figure out my grocery list. And don't even get me started on social liminality. AI is not quite an object, but it's not a person either. People don't know whether to treat it like a tool, a buddy, or something else entirely. Then there's interpretive liminality, where we're all scratching our heads trying to figure out if AI actually understands anything, or if it's just really good at faking it. And finally, there's regulatory and ethical liminality. The rules and frameworks we have just don't quite fit, leaving us in this constant debate about what's right, what's fair, and what's even possible. Okay, so let's talk about the future of work, because AI is shaking things up big time. Recently, Anthropic's CEO, Dario Amodei, warned about an AI bloodbath in the job market. Meanwhile, Reid Hoffman, co-founder of LinkedIn, is like, chill, it's not the apocalypse. He says AI is more about transforming jobs than destroying them. Think of it as the next chapter in automation. Instead of doing repetitive tasks like data entry or scheduling, workers can focus on creative, strategic, and analytical roles. Sounds great, right? But here's the catch. Retraining workers for these new roles isn't going to be easy or cheap. Companies will have to spend big on upskilling, and workers will face a steep learning curve. Plus, as jobs get more efficient, companies will eventually consolidate their workforces, keeping only the most adaptable employees. That's going to leave a lot of people in a tough spot, stuck in this liminal space of not knowing where they fit in the economy anymore. And this isn't just a business problem, it's a public policy nightmare. Governments are notoriously slow to adapt, and if they don't step up, we could see a repeat of what happened with deindustrialization. Workers left behind, feeling anxious and dislocated, with no clear path forward. What we need are solid what-if scenarios to help policymakers plan for these transitions. Economic assistance, workforce support, retraining programs, these are going to be crucial. Otherwise, we're leaving people adrift in the AI transition. Now, let's shift gears to something a little more eerie, the uncanny valley. You know that weird feeling you get when something looks almost human but not quite? That's the uncanny valley, and it's becoming a bigger deal as AI gets better at mimicking life. Robots like a mecha can now display human emotions, and computer-generated faces and voices are getting so realistic that it's hard to tell what's real and what's not. This is cool, but it's also kind of creepy. The uncanny valley triggers emotional discomfort and anxiety for a lot of people. If this scales up, it could lead to a widespread breakdown in trust in AI technology. And that's a problem, especially for industries like healthcare and customer service, where trust is everything. The challenge here isn't just technical, it's psychological and societal. Engineers need to work with psychologists and other experts to make AI feel more natural and less creepy. This means programming subtle, human-like behaviors that build trust and compassion. Emotional AI is already making strides in this area, learning to detect and respond to human emotions. But here's the thing. Maybe we're looking at this all wrong. Instead of trying to make AI seem human, maybe we should focus on what AI can do that we can't. That way, we're not setting ourselves up for disappointment when AI doesn't quite measure up to human standards. Speaking of unsettling, let's talk about military AI. This is where things get really dystopian. The Pentagon is pouring billions into AI-driven weapons systems, aiming to have AI command and control at major military headquarters by 2027. They're even working on human-AI hybrids. Think soldiers with wearable sensors that blend their nervous systems with AI. These centaurs, as they're called, are supposed to make faster, more ethical decisions in combat. But let's be real. The idea of AI making life-and-death decisions is terrifying. And it's not just about ethics. There are serious trust issues. Studies show that the more capable an AI system is, the less humans trust it. That's a huge problem when you're talking about weapons that can't explain their decisions. The military-industrial complex is charging full steam ahead, though. The University of Maryland's ARLIS lab is a hotbed for military AI research, working on everything from surveillance systems to human-machine combat teams. They're even developing tech to monitor soldiers' heartbeats, brainwaves, and eyeball movements to predict behavior. It's like something out of a sci-fi movie, but it's happening right now. And let's not forget the ethical black hole this creates. Military AI is being used to justify war crimes, like the live-streamed mass killings in Gaza enabled by AI programs. The idea that AI can be ethical in warfare is, frankly, absurd. And here's the kicker. As AI gets more advanced, it's only going to get harder to control. The Pentagon's own experts admit that autonomous weapon systems become less trustworthy as they get more complex. It's a paradox. The smarter the system, the less we can predict what it'll do. And yet, the military is doubling down, dreaming up AI-powered kill webs, and even using ocean life as self-replicating sensors. It's like they're trying to turn the entire planet into one big battlefield. So, where does this leave us? AI is pushing us into all these liminal spaces, between tool and agent, human and machine, ethical and unethical. It's challenging our existing frameworks and forcing us to rethink what it means to be human. Whether it's transforming the job market, creeping us out in the uncanny valley, or raising ethical nightmares in the military, AI is reshaping our world in ways we're only beginning to understand. All right, that's it for today's deep dive. If you found this as fascinating and maybe a little unsettling, as I did, don't forget to like this video, comment, and subscribe. Let's keep the conversation going in the comments. Until next time, stay curious and stay critical. Peace.
Thank you for visiting Strange Loops. I hope your mind is all a tumble with thoughts about what it might be like living in the future. Please like and subscribe. Though I can't see you, if you comment, I can interact with you. Till later, stay strange.